We are so excited to break some great news this morning. For the first time ever, the National Teacher of the Year is from Nevada, our own home state, and only on 8 News Now. Juliana Urtubey joins us live from Kermit Booker Elementary School near MLK and Cary. Good morning, Ms. Urtubey, and congratulations to you. I know you just got the news within the last hour, and give us your first reaction.
I was so elated, so proud, and I'm just overwhelmed with joy.
This has been an incredibly difficult year for teachers, for students, for parents all across the country. What has been your biggest challenge of the last year during the pandemic?
This year has really just made us realize how important it is to maintain our connections to each other. This is a team. We absolutely have to work together with families and partner with them and the students and just keep focus on what is truly important, which is our students being well and safe and taken care of.
And, you know, I just have to ask you, why do you think you stood out among the 3 other finalists who are, of course, excellent teachers as well? What is it that really, that made you win? What do you think? What do you do that's so incredible? Come on, give yourself a little pat on the back. You deserve it.
I think one of the things that I do that makes me the teacher that I am and that keeps me trying to work harder every day is my connection to my students and their families. I don't plan anything in my classroom without considering their families. I want my students to feel reflected in everything that we do. And so when we built the garden, we built it with the help of the families. And the garden would have never existed had it not been for this wonderful, huge, giving community coming together to help us build a beautiful space for our students.
And you teach through the garden, and your students call you Ms. Earth, and you teach with special education students, primarily Spanish-speaking students. So you have a real range of students and needs with your students. So tell us about the challenges of that, and has that made you a better teacher?
Absolutely, it has. My students teach me every day that we all have strengths and we all have possibilities. I like to think of my students with learning and thinking differences as students who just need a little bit more encouragement to show that absolutely they can learn, they can do the best that they can, and we're going to celebrate each little milestone because we know how hard they've worked. It's all about teaching our students to have the mindset that mistakes are okay, that learning is fun, and making sure that they understand that what we're doing is based on their strengths, their interests.
I love your mantra. You say that teachers should teach and the school system should be joyous and just. Can you explain that?
That's what I'm advocating for, is a joyous and just education for every child. By joyous, I mean that each student has a deep sense of belonging at the school because the school uplifts who they are. And by just, I mean that educators are working collectively to design education spaces where all students have what they need to thrive.
Okay, so we've got to talk about your interview with Gayle King, but your big surprise by the First Lady, Dr. Jill Biden. I mean, what was that like? Talk about it.
As an educator, Dr. Biden represents where we need to go in education. She is a strong advocate. It's been so exciting to know that our students will have access to 2 years of preschool and then 2 years of community college. If we truly believe that education is a tool to transform for the better, then she's the right person leading it. She's fabulous. She has the heart of a teacher. I nearly fell to the ground when I saw her. I'm really appreciative.
Tell us what she said can you share a little bit of what she said to you when she came in?
When I talked to her, it's all a little bit of a blur. It's been a big morning. Yes. But what I kept hearing from her is we. And I think that captures how I feel about today, that it's not me, it's we. It's all of us together.
It's we. And Gayle King, is she a treasure or what? What was that experience like?
she was so kind and so warm, and it was really fun.
Really fun. Well, I know it's overwhelming, and I know you're getting all kinds of congratulatory messages and phone calls, and your kids are just going to hug you all day long. And we just can't tell you how excited we are for you and how proud we are of you and to represent Nevada, CCSD. We're so excited for you. So you will be an ambassador for teachers across the country. Do you have one message that you want to share as you spend the next year as Teacher of the Year?
I want to uplift the joyous and just education, and I also want to lead with a heart full of gratitude. I'm so grateful for the families, for all the work they've done to help us get through this year. I'm so grateful to teachers and the entire school community. Never have we realized how important having healthy schools is, and I just want to make sure everybody knows that the families of our students are the heartbeat of education, so we have to keep our focus on them.
Well, I'm sure they're very proud of you. So thank you so much. So are we. Your students, as we've heard, love you very, very much, as do the teachers and educators. And I'm sure across America they'll get to know you. So thank you for representing all of us. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
You're so welcome. Enjoy.
Thank you.
John?
Excellent stuff there. Congratulations to Juliana there. And I guess, is first bell soon? She's ready to...
For elementary school, I think she has at least another hour and a half.
Okay, good. All right. Enough time for a few more interviews.
Maybe 2 hours.
Good stuff.